Alrighty guys, with the new Hunter x Hunter updates comes a new secret item that you have to get from the shop over here, and you need 100 Chimera shards, but that might be a little bit hard to grind. So when you can grind it in real life, why not just grind it to not in real life and do other stuff. So basically I'm gonna teach you guys how to macro in Hunter World. You can get gems, you can get levels, those, you can get these, and then the stars, or however you get the shards for the secret units. So I'm gonna be teaching you guys that in this video, and let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. Alright guys, now for the actual macro, but before we do anything, shout out to Lovesick. This is literally his idea. I'm just revising it and not using adult gone. So this is really all his idea. Go check out the pin comment. A good, great YouTubers. Man comes out with every single AFK thing, literally ever. Very, very helpful YouTubers, so go check them out. But anyways, to the actual macro. First, you're gonna have to have your private server right here, and the join button should be in the same spot every single time. This join button, if I want to keep this macro on for three nights in a row, it should always be in the same spot. It should not be moving. So once you have that in the same spot, it's mine's right. The join button is right above this little black bar, so I know it's gonna stay there. So they're going to join, start Roblox, obviously, and don't have it in full screen because we're gonna manually click out with this X and leave, because all F4 is not reliable and it can fail. So just keep that in mind. So obviously make sure to have it not in full screen. Also, this macro is already pre-recorded. I just wanted to get one out there. Also, I kind of rushed macro a little bit, so whatever I'm doing in here, I'm gonna explain it to you guys. You guys can obviously do it way better than what I'm doing. You're just gonna watch a playback of the recording, so you get a rough idea of how to actually pull this off. And for our units, we are using Coyote Stark, Irwin, and Bulma. They all should be level 90, or close to level 80 to 90 should be pretty good. And also these units over here do not really matter. I'm using them to level them up. And because yes, again, this is a very good method for leveling up units as well. So I highly recommend doing that. Because you can get this level for your units, gems, and also the stars. And for rough example, in about 10 hours, I got 12 stars and about 3,000 gems. I think roughly 2,500, something like that. Yeah, enough ranting. I'm gonna show you guys how to do the macro. I'm not gonna speed up anything. So you guys can watch it all. I just might not be talking in some parts. And for the prefixes, make sure it's on 1x speed. Continuous playback, always on top. I guess use show caption and use default to well. This is what I've been using. And again, this is already a pre-recorded macro, so I'm just gonna tell you what to do. I'm not actually playing. This is literally all the macro. So play, double tap W, go to the left. A lot of people say summon. Summon is not really I don't really use summon. It just it never was a problem for me, not being in the right spot, or this is not happening. Then hug the wall and go to the left. Hold to the left, A, and then go AD, all shift. Then make sure you get over here, scroll. I mean, not scroll. Hold click the bar and drag down by itself. Do not scroll. Scrolling is not valuable. I mean, not reliable, and it might break and ruin the macro. And do this multiple times too, because it might fail one time. And if you do this multiple times, you can guarantee having it scroll down to the bottom every time, which is very good. This should be probably last time. I do 5 to 10 times just to be super certain. Then click on Ant Kingdom, obviously, and then press start. And then once we're in the game, I'll continue guys from there. Alright guys, once you're in, you're going to want to wait about 15 to 30 seconds. This is a macro, so it's not actually waiting. Because again, I'm not touching the keyboard right here. So make sure to wait a little bit, and then once you're in that, you should hold down shift for every single part that you're doing until you get out of the little gate. But I'll explain that later, or actually just in a little bit. So okay, so go back, so S, and then A, all shift. Then when you're right here, you're going to not hold shift and do A, S, and W to get into a position that's kind of on the wall-ish area, like this. So do A, S, and W to get on there, and then do A and S to shimmy out like that. A and S, A and S, A and S. And then hold down A and S together, and then shift just like that, and then wall hug A and S. And that's basically it. This is not a hard part. It's just really hard to explain. You can slow it down. You just gotta get stuck on that thing over there, and then just do AS and shimmy out of that little area, and then get to the point that you're hugging to this wall, so that you're in the same spot every single time. Once you're in the same spot, you're gonna want to shimmy up, do a little tab W for a little bit. Then boom, you got your position. All right, now you gotta place your units. Everyone is over here. I suggest placing them like sort of in the middle of the path and the thing, because because some macros might pull you up a little bit too far, and you might actually end up not being able to place an Irwin, and that will literally sell. Because not gonna lie, I think level 90 would actually be like pretty required, because this gets hard. One Irwin and your macro's already messed up if you don't place an Irwin. So you gotta be very, very cautious. So then place the Irwins. You go first one upgrade 2 times, second one upgrade 2 times, and this third one you can also upgrade 2 times. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 1, 2. All right. So upgrade all these 2 times to start off, and then go to your bank unit. Now you're just literally farming your bank unit for a while. And after this part, you basically have smooth selling. All you have to do is just upgrade your units, and then place Calorie Stark like 2 times. I just placed them 2 times, so yeah, do the extra damage. And just like this, literally just upgrade. So this is literally the macro. But in this macro, I do actually accidentally scroll in and then scroll back out when the macro. That should not happen. If you see scrolling, literally completely ignore it. Just do not just skip that step, because I did kind of mess up the macro a little bit. But I'm seeing through this. I literally have to upload this. I was supposed to upload this 45 minutes ago, and I didn't. So I'm kind of speedrunning this. So the macro did get a little bit messed up. Just keep in mind of that. But do not just scroll in and out with your thing like I did. Kind of messed up. So we're here placing Calorie Stark wave 6. We're gonna keep on upgrading them, obviously, just like this. Right now I'm probably just gonna sit here and let you guys watch them and do it for yourself. Literally here, it's just self-explanatory. Literally just upgrade. And I'll get to you guys probably when it's like wave 25 or 24 when you need to sell. And again, there's a scroll. Do not do the scroll. That will literally mess up the whole entire macro. I mean, it won't entirely mess up the macro, but like, cause mine, I scrolled, but this actually worked overnight. I'm probably gonna re-record this. But do not scroll. This camera angle should stay the same. Literally, this pretend the scroll does not exist on your mouse. Do not use it at all, guys. I just want to keep that, because I don't want I don't want people to be like, oh, my macro didn't work because you scrolled on your screen and I scrolled on mine too, but it didn't work. Like, I just told you that, so do not do it. All right, do not scroll. From here on, just upgrade, and I'll get you guys to wave 25. Also, eventually, you're gonna place another Calorie Stark. You can see that in your video. For yourself. I'll probably like talk when it's gonna happen. But yeah, from here I'm just gonna let you guys watch. And yeah, let's just get on with it. Alright guys, so as you can see, wave 10 we placed the second Stark. That should be all your units. You should not have to place any other units for this whole entire macro. At least for me, if your units are like, if your Stark's below 90, you might have to place more. But yeah, I placed it too if you're level 90 and with Godspeed. But I don't know, might be a little bit different for you guys, but it should be somewhat the same. And literally from here, you don't have to place anything else. All you have to do is literally just upgrade. You just click back and forth and upgrade, back and forth consistently, so you do not miss any upgrades, and you make sure they are all max. And I consistently check my Volma and keep on clicking on it just to make sure it's max, because if it's not max, it can mess up the whole entire macro by not upgrading a Calorie Stark, and then boom, if your Calorie Stark does not do enough damage, and then you're basically done. Yeah, from here, mission will continue upgrading, and I'll get to you guys when anything crazy important that you guys need to know happens. Alright guys, so we're back, wave 14, the other recording messed up, so I had to basically start it over, but nothing really changed. We still have 2 Coyote Starks plays, 1 Bulma, 3 Urns, and the Urns and the Bulmas are max, and we're now starting to, upgrade, the Coyote Starks, we kill the boss, but I'm not gonna lie, sometimes the Butterfly boss with bad RNG will kill you, Shower Poof, that ant, might actually kill you if you have bad RNG with the Coyote Stark, so if you have any other higher damage unit than Coyote Stark, you might want to use it instead, but it still works. As you can see, I literally got 12 in like 9 hours, which is actually extremely good. That can be very beneficial. That's like almost 20. No, that's 25 in like 24 hours, which is pretty good. You can get like 1 every single hour, and if you're lucky, you can even get like 2 every single hour, which might be pretty beneficial. Yeah, we're still here. Wave 16. Upgrading Coyote Starks, upgrading Irwins, and yeah, doing a lot of stuff. And now I'll let you guys continue watching so you can know how to do the macro, and let's just continue.
Musicality.
Alright guys, it's now wave 25, and you should actually start selling your units right now, but the macro, sometimes it can be a little bit off, since this is obviously not, I haven't even touched the keyboard, but you should be selling your units right now. Basically, I'm selling mine right now, and also do it multiple times, because just in case, because I have had some times where I actually missed the sell, and it's just really, really annoying. So just keep on selling right here, sell all your units, because, you should die around 25, there's really no point in continuing from here. But 25 is enough to get you a secret, and 25 is a good checkpoint, because that's when you actually get your, like, boost, like, your gem boost from, your daily rewards. Also, the macro actually didn't end up scrolling, which I'm surprised, because it was supposed to do that, but it didn't, so luckily, yeah, just literally copy exactly what happened down here, and it should be good to go. And again, if you have any better units than Coyote Stark, I highly recommend using them, because sometimes with bad RNG, the Butterfly Boss, the Shower Poof, actually does kill you. It has happened to me like 2 times during the night, and it messes up the macro a little bit. If it's on wave 10, you'll still obviously get like far, but it's on wave 20, you're gonna die at like wave 24. So really, as long as you don't get on wave 10, which it doesn't even come that often, then you should be good to go, and you should be dying anytime soon from those ants back there. And then obviously when you're dead, you're gonna just want to continue, and then claim all your stuff, and you should be good. You can exit out of the game and then join back in the macro right there. Basically, see right here, just wait a little bit when you're actually recording. Wait a little bit, because you never know if the macro might be a little bit different from a different one, or different from another one, and so like that. So just wait for a little bit here, and then when you count in right here, click next. I click next for a little bit, just in case I didn't accidentally click on the cooked fish, so I could actually claim them. But right here, wait a little bit. I mean, you don't have to wait any longer on this, but I just use it to click next. And then once you're done, come over here, click the X, close the Roblox, and then join back. And then you're obviously gonna wait in the lobby a little bit, because just why not? See, if you're laggy a little bit and it takes you a long time to join, you make sure you end the macro when you're actually in the game and not when you're outside the game. So join up right here, just like this. Wait a little bit in the lobby, and then when you're I am like this macro is probably gonna end at like around 18-minute mark, but normally they take like this took me like 17 minutes and 30 seconds to record the whole entire thing, so you can get my runs. So here, click record, and then boom, you should be done. And that was the macro right there, guys. So that's basically all the macro. Again, you need Coyote Stark, Bullman, Irwin, all level 90s. Level 90s are like really highly recommended. And if you have any better unit than Coyote Stark for DPS, make sure to use it. That's gonna be it for this video, guys. It's helped you in any way. If you're ever gonna clown AFK really easily without having to play the game, tell me in the comments, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.